Hello everybody, welcome back to Language, Litigation, and Integration Part 179, Casual Conversations 92. And how we do it on this one, current events and talking points, relevant and random stories. Not too many stories today, but, yeah, I don't think too many stories. I did get my Tinder data, which I do want to do that as a story. But again, the primary function of this lecture series is the beginning, and this is part 179. If you go back to the original ones, it's mostly history and just demonstrating how the structure of language works. It is what it is, it's the generality. It's the form of all solutions. And so I've articulated that rigorously in multiple languages. And so the primary focus now is, again, just to bring to light my constitutional rights are profoundly and extensively violated. Article 1, Section 8, Subsection 7 of the United States Constitution. I have a right to my writings and my discoveries. Clearly, my writings and discoveries have merit. Should be able to publish that through an accredited university. Those accredited universities are committing fraud. That fraud kills children. Nobody gives a fuck at all. And so, I always wanted to stop it. At this point, again, it's been 7 years. To the people of today and to the people of the future, your ancestors and your brothers and sisters are literally child killers. They're literally just rampant, pathetic pieces of fucking shit that murder and slaughter kids because they don't know how to change their goddamn fucking behavior. And they never will. They literally just play games and come, and they're so fucking pathetic they never learn at any point in their lives. They never spend time alone. They never educate themselves in a meaningful way. They just play games. They play the game of school, then they play the game of career, and then they fucking come and barely raise their shitty fucking fat families. So I will never have a career or family until this stuff stops, and it will never stop because people don't change their behavior. They literally just fucking can't. I've been enduring this fucking bullshit for 22 straight fucking years. Everybody that's biologically older than me that has social responsibilities or obligations to do something, they're children. They're just fucking horny, dumb, pathetic fucking kids. So you can't insult them because they'll just shut down, and you can't collect your property because they just won't give it to you. And if you cite the law and try to enforce the Constitution, they will just scapegoat you. I've been scapegoated since I've been a child. People will not respect me as a professional adult. I will not respect anybody as a professional adult. You guys are fucking whores, liars, cheats, thieves, and child killers. And every child killer should be disappeared yesterday, and everyone stealing at this level should be in prison until they're dead. But we just play games and come. We murder and slaughter fucking kids. The United States of America is the most pathetic, disgusting country in the world. Every fraudulent statement about history is being sued. The end. But it's just amazing. It's amazing how to what extent and what lengths people will go to not change their behavior and to facilitate death of fucking innocent children. And again, people just refuse to take responsibility for their actions. If you take a gun and blow someone's head off, at least you have to see their blood splatter everywhere else. Or if you take a knife and stab someone, you have to see their life flood around their eyes. But if you refuse to prescribe cannabis to children, then you just get a raise from $125K to $150K. You wear your white fucking jacket, now you're the Surgeon General of the United States of America. And you listen to that fucking guy talk, he sounds like the most pathetic piece of shit. Again, the academics is completely fraudulent. State licensures are completely fraudulent. And the medical community is state-sponsored to kill kids, and they won't change their behavior because they have a state license. And it's science, and there is no scientist on this planet besides me. So again, I'm being tortured. It's disgusting. I'm doing as much research as I can. I take content down in the morning. I record mid-morning to afternoon. Then from I don't know, 1:30 to I go to bed at like 8:30 or 9. I'm doing live derivation. And so I'm working constantly, and there was nothing I can do to fit into the most pathetic, disgusting, entitled society that has ever existed, and all they do is murder kids, lie about history, and say, not my fucking problem. It's really true. Any fraudulent statement about history will be prosecuted to the fullest extent. Every child killer needs to face capital punishment. Everyone committing fraud or any part of this, if they're complicit in this to any capacity, they need the fuck out of society. We need to purge them the fuck out. Change your behavior, step one. If not, go to jail until you're dead or face capital punishment. And that has been for 22 straight fucking years. People can't change. I've never had a single person morally responsible enough to change their behavior or behave properly. You don't need to change your behavior. Don't fix what ain't broke. But nobody knows how to goddamn fucking behave besides me, and they want to enforce the fucking law to the point where it kills kids. Facts. And in my life will never start. I will never have a career or family because of it. And I will get scapegoated and denigrated every 2 weeks to 2 days because of it. Fender Guitar Study found 90% of new guitar players quit within a year. The 10% who play longer than a year buy an average of 5 to 7 guitars, multiple amps, and spend $10K on equipment. Again, I have two guitars, one acoustic electric. I've played the acoustic electric maybe 10 times just because I don't have an amp. But again, I did my vocal demonstration yesterday. When you can harmonize anything in one take, it's no need to really amplification. Don't really need an amp for me. I think an electric guitar is the biggest cheap out ever to fucking play the guitar. Fret. You don't have to fret an electric guitar. The strings are so loose and loosey goosey. It's just like I've literally played electric guitar for no joke, maybe 2 or 3 times, and it sounds like water when I play through an amp. But not really surprising. Again, I would definitely indulge in musical equipment if I had any income. If I had constitutional rights, ability to collect my property, I would absolutely indulge. But I am a slave. My constitutional rights are violated to the point where I cannot collect my property. I am not allowed to be employed. I am not allowed to have any access to social structures. Of course, I can't have any leisure. I cannot make choices for myself. Going shopping, buying this, buying that. I can't make choices for myself because of criminal activity. Tucker Carlson rips menthol cigarette ban, says nicotine's free your mind. And after saying they want you to smoke marijuana because it makes you complacent. LOL. Tucker Carlson, get him off the air. I'm suing him for, again, just being a news reporter, negligence, professional negligence. If you're a news reporter and you're not reporting on the news, you're going to prison. You're part of a conspiracy that is killing children. So I can sue Tucker Carlson for a variety of things, and I will. Any statement, fraudulent scientific statement about marijuana and cannabis will be prosecuted until it's full its entirety extent. You guys are killing kids. But if cigarettes free your mind, isn't that exactly what they said about cannabis or anything, any psychoactive substance? It's just projection. Would I ban cigarettes? Nah, I'd ban them in public places because if you smoke around somebody else, that is not their choice to inhale your smoke. The same way it isn't their choice to contract your COVID. But hey, we don't have any ability to understand science. We run science ourselves. We play games and come all day. But I wouldn't ban cigarettes like the sale of them or the selling of them or the consumption now. Again, and cigarettes is interesting because it's, again, probably the substance, I would say, with the highest association of you do this, to lung cancer. Then you always have one-offs, right? Like James Simons, that dude loves James Siggy Simons loves his cigarettes. And so again, when looking at health as an overall state of well-being of the whole entire body, again, certainly a high association to lung cancer. Again, I've never smoked a cigarette in my life, no interest in it at all. But would I ban them? No. Would I consume them myself? No. Would I ban consumption? No. Would I ban them in public places? Yes, because it's not consent to inhale other people's smoke. But again, the fraudulent statements of history must be prosecuted. So in relation to the Tyree Nichols murder, I saw some people on CNN. I'm not sure who said what, but it was around 2:21 p.m. I fucking didn't write the date down, so that's on me. But I just didn't know who said this, but it was either David Klinger or Mark O'Mara. One was I think it was just a former police officer, and the other one was like a law professor. But one of them said the failure of act can be considered premeditation from taking the murder charge from second degree to first degree. I love that, and it should be. The act to omit is the same responsibility as the act to commit. And so the failure to act can be considered premeditation, which is hilarious because those people are, I wouldn't say that people refusing to publish my paper, that is refusing to act, and it's killing children. So that's premeditation, that's first degree murders, millions and millions of counts of first degree murder. Like literally actually for real. But hey, we kill kids, we don't give a fucking shit, it's not our responsibility to go on TV. David Klinger and Mark O'Mara, you guys are both criminals, you're both part of the law enforcement teaching environment, you guys are child killers. Fucking disgusting. Get them both out of society, everybody in the first person family. If you don't ostracize their entire first person family until their entire first person family and their friends ostracize them. If people facilitate murder of children, they need out of society. But then they said, this is where it's absolutely incorrect and inconsistent with common law. You don't have the right to assault someone who assaulted you 3 minutes ago. Absolutely not. If someone initiates contact, initiates a crime, you should be able to have equal retribution at any point in time. That should be up to you. It should be up to the victim to choose how long. So it's like, again, to the people of the future, we literally have statuted law that says you can't defend yourself. I cannot defend my property or my life today, right now, in my own fucking home. But if someone literally violently assaults you, you're not allowed to defend yourself or punch them or hit them back 3 minutes later. Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. But hey, we're so pathetic as a society. No, violence. Violence is bad. Violence is kind of bad, but violence can also be defensive. And defense is always good. But again, do we know how to behave? No. Do we ever change our behavior? No. Do we grow up? No. We play games and come. That's all we fucking do. The maturity level of an average human being, adult, is 14 years old and pathetic as fucking dirt on the goddamn ground. Yes, the failure of act can be considered premeditation and should be. And everyone refusing to publish my paper to any capacity, newscasters, business owners refusing to network with me. Anybody, you are child killers, period. My own family, you are child killers. Disgusting fucking people. But defense and punishment are not assault. And saying you can't inflict punishment for a crime that I committed 3 minutes ago is disgusting and wrong. American Idol returns on February 19th. I'm officially no longer eligible after this year. Again, I told you I did my vocal demonstration. I can clearly harmonize to the exact resonance level of multiple well-known singers without a single microphone, without a single edit. But again, if you educate yourself, I learned about my body, I developed my ability to sing. I'm going to scare and offend pathetic people because they're so stupid and fucking garbage they can't make a fucking mortgage payment. And therefore, I don't get to have any friends, any girlfriends, any career, anything. Can't have a single conversation with somebody in my first-person family without them denigrating me and my entire life's work because they're illiterate. But I won't even be able to apply to American Idol once I turn 30, so that's a bummer. Shucks. Again, even though I'm blackballed out of the entirety of society. Another one shooting, obviously. Fuck yeah, America, baby. Freedom. 3 dead and 4 hurt in upscale LA neighborhood. Beverly Crest is a $3 million estate. Not sure what type of gathering because it was a short-term rental property. So yeah, bro, we're gonna have a sick party. Yeah, man. Let's rent this sick house. Let's find all cool kids. All cool kids over now. We're all trying to play games and come. Oh, you disrespected me, bro. Desk pops. Gotcha. And good riddance. Good riddance that you're dead. Who fucking cares? There's wars raging on in countries that have universities will commit global fraud before stop killing their own fucking kids. Who cares? Human beings have failed so tremendously. It is fucking disgusting and wretched. So who gives a fuck about the dead? Reviewing my Tinder data, I do want to do that. I have it. I finally got it downloaded on my computer. I don't have it printed out, but it's profound. It's like I'll go over it the next time I just haven't printed it out and I'm already recording. James Cameron now directed 3 of the 5 highest-grossing movies of all time: Titanic, Avatar, and Avatar: Way of the Water. I haven't seen Titanic since Nam. I liked it, obviously a classic. Avatar, the original one, I said I like that one. I just recently reviewed Avatar: Way of the Water, like that one. Not sure what the other 2 of the highest 5 are, but obviously I've been reviewing a lot of movies. I'm finishing up Power, the final season, about halfway through. There's 15 episodes, an hour long, about halfway through episode 8. So wrapping that up and then moving on to something else in terms of the television, writing scripts reviews. But I liked all 3 of those movies. Missouri Senator Josh Hawley filed new legislation proposing a nationwide ban on TikTok. A similar proposal was not considered by the Senate or House of Republicans last congressional session. Again, TikTok I've never been on the site actually, believe it or not. I considered making one and still my own neighbor Adam, why are you still trying to make money? Because I still need to pay my bills and I have people literally instinctually committing crimes against me every time I exist, which is every day that I'm not dead. Which is fun, but nobody will give me the peace of mind of financial stability ever. I've been neglected and abused my entire life, and legitimately no one gives a fuck at all. But I've never been on TikTok. I was going to make one to try to again promote music or something, but again it's just a waste of fucking time to ever try to socialize in the most pathetic, disgusting, privileged, pathetic fucking world ever. But it's banned in Ohio already, so I guess I can't even download it if I want to. Which I don't know how do they enforce that? Like if a state bans an app. Is it just like, or conversely, sports betting just got legalized in Ohio, so it's like, how does the state implement that on private companies? I'm not exactly sure, but again, here in Ohio, our Governor DeWine did the State of the State address. His fucking, I'm a fan of his daughter Becky, to be honest. That's my favorite DeWine family member, because at least she's not causing harm. Again, you can't smoke the cannabis. You can have extendo clips, bananas and extendo clips last episode here in Columbus because freedoms. But you can't smoke cannabis because no health care because freedom. And our governor is in a littered bucket of fucking garbage. Fuck you, Michael DeWine, and fuck Fran DeWine. Not a threat. You guys are threatening me by stealing my property and refusing to enforce the law. The buck stocks with me, Mike DeWine. You're a fucking shrimp, brother. It's fucking hilarious. All of these people that want to be speakers have short man syndrome. They really fucking do. Keep killing children, Michael DeWine. You're doing good, just like your daughter Becky. Georgia quarterback Stenson Bennett IV arrested for public intoxication in Dallas, Texas. at 6 a.m. And I hate college kids. I fucking hate college kids. FDA considers allowing gay and bisexual men to donate blood. Its policy's been in place since the HIV/AIDS outbreak. This is the pinnacle. This is the pinnacle example of how qualified the FDA is. We have a policy in place since the 80s, which is now at this point over 40 years ago. And so, clearly the natural biological state is to be heterosexual for reproduction. Clearly there's part of our society that's homosexual. Many species have demonstrated homosexual behavior. But this is fucking hilarious. I'm bleeding out. I have a tourniquet around my ankle. I'm in a severe bloody zone. I could bleed out any minute. No, not the dude, not the gay dude's blood. No. And it's a very clear health thing, right? Is there something in the bloodstream that could cause more disease? Right? I don't care who you fuck. Give me all the gay dude's blood. Is there something in that blood that's going to cause me disease? No. This doesn't really matter unless they have HIV or AIDS or some transmissible disease. Is the blood clean in terms of disease? Yes. I don't care who you fuck. It doesn't matter at all. It's such a clear, just like, broken fucking policy. Right? Absolutely. Gay and bisexual men and homosexual females should be able to donate blood if there's nothing in their blood that's going to be transmitted as disease. Period. It's not like that's a one thought proof thing. But these are the people that's going to legalize cannabis. And like what considers? Is there something specific in antigens of the homosexual blood nature that causes some severe disease that besides HIV or AIDS? I mean, there might be some sexually transmitted disease more specific to homosexuals that I'm not aware of. But the point is, if there's not something bad in someone's blood, you should absolutely be able to donate blood. But these are our policies. We don't have scientists. We have pathetic individuals that are scared and they share their insecurities and they act like they have values and they don't. And then they kill people. So that's good. Oh, fun update. Again, I'm on no contact with my parents. I don't want to hear from them. I don't care. But they have attention spans of 2 weeks, 2 months, and 2 years. And so my mom is now literally talking to herself through me. Again, they have projected their insecurities onto my life and blamed me for it since I have been a child. It has destroyed my ability to make money. That is why I'm making these videos. I would like to collect my property and leave. And so my mom texted me the other day. She texted me Sunday, and that I have not talked to her, and I don't want to talk to her. I'm just done with my family until they can respect me, which will be never. I will maybe talk to them if I get paid, which will be never. And the sad reality is they're just going to have to pass away. It's just a fucking reality. Because the state will never release my property to me where I can get out from underneath my parents' financial insecurities. And so my mom texted me at 8:35 on Sunday, go Bengals. Mother, Michelle Boas, I am trying every minute of every day documented by every video I produce. All I'm doing all day is trying to create content to make money because you will not honor a business agreement. Every minute of every day. And so I don't give a single fuck. I've never watched American football my entire fucking life. I don't give a fuck about the Super Bowl. I want to make money, start a career, and have a family. And so this is after she tried to get me institutionalized because my dad and my mom have emotional capacity of a 14-year-old. I'm trying to collect my property from a dude that works for a billionaire stealing from me. But again, I'm a threat. When everyone steals my property, disrespects my life, endangers my life, makes me sell drugs for 4 fucking years, then I start businesses that are fraudulently devalued, clear as fucking day, operating right now. Then I talk to somebody, again, networking credentials is the only way you have the potential to maybe access societal structures ever. And I don't get in there. She says, go Bengals, to which I don't respond at all. I'm not going to respond to my mother or my father. As they've said, I'm not their kid. They've disowned me so many fucking times for real. And then 2 weeks later go, well, I get to go Bengals. I don't give a fuck. But then she said, I don't respond at all. She says, go Bengals. I don't give a fuck. I know what part of the NFL season we're at. Then she says, hey, I'm in Austin. Just saw this. Big bummer on the Bengals. The next day. I didn't respond. She sent me go Bengals and said, hey, I just saw this. Bullshit. Either she's a complete bimbo, which is true in some cases, but not really. She just wants me to respond 2 weeks later. 2 weeks after trying to get me institutionalized because my constitutional rights are violated and I just want my money, and then they can't process that as a criminal act. I'm the victim of crime. I will get denigrated every 2 weeks until somebody pays me my money, lets me get out from underneath my parents' financial bullshit, and let me have my own fucking personality. It has never occurred. I'm a 29-year-old man going to be 30 this year. I've never made a single fucking choice unfettered by other people's insecurities and criminal activity. Never. It is fucking disgusting. But yeah, my mom wants to make sure I'm thinking straight. You're talking to yourself and acting like I'm responding to you. So again, talking to yourself out loud in person is pretty natural. Talking to yourself over text messages, maybe that's a sign of schizophrenia. Maybe you should go to an inpatient freak show fucking bucket. Honor your financial agreements, do not contact me. And thank you to the rest of the world for making my relationships with my family like this. I appreciate that. Here's my constitutional rights, we can't do that. My parents are mature enough to respect or understand my research, which is so fucking prolific at this point. But then she was like, and so again, I just don't have financial security. She made a business agreement, and then every time, the last time I talked to her on the phone, I said, are you going to honor your agreement? After when we're at this freak show shithole building that I'm suing for fraudulent medical practice, I was like, can you honor your agreement for the foreseeable future? She said yes. And I'm just sitting there and then I get disrespected by I can't order my fucking dinner. So I get her back on the phone, like, just my life is so fucking gross. And then I was like, well, just tell me you're going to confidently honor your agreement. And she's like, for now. No, fuck you. But she says, and then they want to talk about the bank. All day, every minute of every day, I am trying to make money. Every minute of every fucking day, I am being tortured. But so she said, for now, so again, right now, today, I know that in the next 3 to 6 to 8 months, there's going to be another interaction of I'm going to get disrespected because my mom is privileged as fuck and is going to commit crimes, and I don't have access to court to sue people. Because Mike DeWine, Andrew Ginther are fucking criminals and disgusting fucking people. And it is just motherfucking constant, and it's disgusting. It's every minute of every fucking day. It's been this way since I've been a child. But you need somebody to help you. If I was a child, I would need child protective services to help me, but they would have scapegoated me too, just like every teacher or guidance counselor or coach I fucking had did as well. And they still work for the same schools distributing my property. But yeah, my mom's now talking to herself for me and refused to honor her financial agreements, and they've been shitty my relationship with my parents have been shitty business partners for the past 3 fucking years, and they act like we're loving kids and mother and son 2 weeks later. It is fucking wretched. Again, I am not sad, I'm the most mature person ever, I'm completely confident in being alone, but I would like to have my money and have a career so I can make choices for myself, like buying stuff. That'd be cool. Again, make more YouTube content. Again, I'm the most creative person ever, and I'm limited by money. It's disgusting. It is fucking wretched. Again, to the people of the future, your families continue to slow down science after they fucking snuffed out science for 70 continuous fucking years. $500 million will be spent on Super Bowl advertisements. We do have the Kansas City Chiefs for the Philadelphia Eagles. I had to look it up after my mom texted me, and it's just like, but every 2 weeks I'll get a, hey Brad, what's up, for my brother, hey B-man, what's good? Nothing. My life is terrible. I'm not sad. I want my money and I want the fuck out. I've been denigrated and disrespected since I've been a fucking 7-year-old kid. It has never stopped. It has never abated. It has never mitigated. It has never lessened. It has only gotten fucking worse. 100 confirmed dead and 50 plus injured in suicide bombing in Peshawar, Pakistan. Apparently a major security breach in a well-patrolled area. It's a Sunni mosque. Most victims police officers. Injured could be up to 200. I originally read 100 confirmed dead, 50 plus injured, then I read another source that said up to 200 injured. Not sure if those are counting dead or what exactly, but obviously a big hit. And so again, I don't know the area, obviously. But they said it's supposed to be a well-patrolled area, or it had been a big security breach to get a bomb in there. Not exactly sure the historical backings of Sunni or Shiite. I'll do a historical thing on that. I want to actually have my constitutional rights respected so I can do just more structured history lessons, man. Like, I want to be a fucking academic that just does, here's the Civil War from 1860 to 1865, let's break down those battles. For fuck's sake. But I have to do these things every single day because people won't respect my rights, and it's disgusting. Life is so fucking gross. I don't care about dead people. Fuck cops. I just don't care. Louis C.K. sells out Madison Square Garden after being canceled. Yeah, being canceled is being mean. Right, Mom? I'm going to cancel you. Yep, you succeeded. You absolutely succeeded. But Louis C.K., maybe just stop jerking off publicly. And that could be a start. I mean, at least do it on OnlyFans. I don't know. But I don't give a fuck. If you're a celebrity at any point, I hope you get Jeremy Renner. I hope you Kobe Bryant yourself. I don't care. I deserve to live my life, and I don't get to live my life because you guys want to enforce the fucking law. You guys gonna play games and sell out Madison Square Garden. Yeah, I could sell at Madison Square Garden and sing without a fucking microphone, I bet. I literally bet you I could do that shit. But would I ever get an opportunity? Would Brad Bowes ever get an opportunity for anything he has ever worked for? Anything? No. There's two people who are too busy murdering fucking children, which I think is fucking hilarious. Brexit is costing the UK economy an estimated £100 billion a year. Good job, UK. I said I'm from Sussex. I went to Sussex, I went to Birmingham. Pfizer CEO says the COVID vaccine boosters will cost $110 to $120 a dose when the government subsidy ends later this year. I hope it's out of my budget. I certainly will not be paying $110 to $120 a dose every year. Can't afford it, can't afford anything. Can't afford anything. Would absolutely get it if I could afford it, but can't. So I don't have access to healthcare, so I'm over here just hoping that something doesn't go wrong. But I have no social security whatsoever. Nothing. No ability to socialize, no ability to network, no ability to do dick fucking anything. Reviewing my resume. Is that pronounced correctly? Resume? Where's the French accents on this one? Is it really resume or resume? In my job application count, I've now applied to 6 jobs. I have no responses yet. I got one yesterday. I got an auto denial. I believe it was an auto denial, because at least on Indeed.com I had one person view one of my applications, no response obviously. But then this next one I just got denied. It didn't even say that they viewed it. So maybe they viewed it and denied it real quick, but again, I've applied to just different ranges of finance jobs in addition to the translator job. And I'll just keep applying because it's fucking hilarious. At the very worst, maybe I'll get like 1 click on a YouTube video. At the best, maybe I'll actually get employed. But again, these are all jobs way below my pay grade, way below my credential level, but I don't have a choice. I'm a slave forced into work, and I'm not allowed to work at the same fucking time I have to pay bills. It is a never-ending cycle of other people's insecurities. And the strongest job market ever when I turn on CNBC, and everyone's just stealing from me. All of these people that own the fucking firms that I could be applying to are stealing my property, and then their mid-level managers say, auto deny that fucking application. Who's this guy? Who's this guy that self-appreciated a $2 million portfolio without constitutional rights? Without any ability to socialize or network, sell drugs in open market and invest, most profound psychological or financial stress possible, managing an open market portfolio with no ability to generate income elsewhere. It is the most dense headspace that exists. And after unifying the natural sciences, after having all my constitutional rights violated to the point where I can't even sleep. And that's the thing, like with my parents, it's like, why the fuck, my mom told me she has less money or makes less money than I thought. It's like, well, I don't give a shit. If you have a portfolio with less than $5 to $10 million, why on God's green earth would you have a fucking financial advisor? Makes no sense. But again, I have to deal with my parents' financial insecurities because they don't respect business agreements. And breach of contract is a suable thing. It's what people sue every day for. It's what HR departments over the entire country and every business ever does. Or at least tries to prevent. But I will review my resume. Again, I want to do finance videos, but I'm not trading, I'm not doing anything in finance really besides watching CNBC all day. Good God, my life is fucking wretched. It is so fucking gross. And then when I speak like that, my mom says, you sound so angsty. I haven't had constitutional rights my entire life. It is a click away. It has always been a click away. For the past 7 years, you've disrespected me every 2 weeks to 2 months. Along with everybody else in our family. Every single person in my first-person family has disrespected my life and my life's research. And they haven't read a fucking full book. I would say basically ever. Certainly not in an academic setting, trying to educate themselves about history or discipline they don't know about. Educating myself has legitimately ruined my life. If you say education is good, it is fucking wrong. Being a good person doesn't help you. Being a bad person hurts you. Being the right kind of pathetic. You have to demonstrate the insecure behaviors of the horny fucking 18 to 25-year-olds that are around you. Now, I'm 30, but again, the damage has already been fucking done. And I can't get my credentials, I can't network, I can't have functioning businesses, I can't, again, advertise or get traffic through my bar and restaurant properly. It is so fucking gross. 41-foot humpback whale, Luna, it's a male, beached and died on Long Island. 8th recently, in the past weeks. Buried on land, question mark? It's kind of strange, right? If you have a surfer in the human species and they die, they typically bury them at sea. Now we have a sea animal, we're going to bury him on land? Not that a whale would give a single fuck. That just seems kind of strange. We're gonna take a sea animal and bury him at land. Probably don't have a cremation thing big enough. I probably don't have much of a choice, because they just dump a big carcass onto the fucking sea. So they probably don't have a crematorium big enough for a 41-foot humpback whale. And probably, but they're cutting it up, so it's like, I don't know why. If they cut it up, why won't they just cut it up and cremate it and bury it at the sea? Not that a whale would give a fucking shit. I just thought that was funny, burying sea animal in land. And finally, Tom Brady retires for the second time this lecture series. So apparently this is going to be the real retiring. We shall see. I'd imagine being 40s in football, that's got to be one and done season. That's really it for the talking points. So I want to pull up my Tinder data. I certainly have it, but it's like I think just on the top of my head, I think I've swiped. I think it's like 120,000-ish times in the past 3 years and 66 days. And I have about, I think it's like 20,000 right swipes, and my match percentage is like 0.67%. And again, my profile just says bar and restaurant owner, musician, looking to date, looking for long-term, open to short-term, let's go do something fun. Homeowner, just very normal, my life's in order, nothing self-boastful, nothing concerning, no matches. And again, like I said, the 0.67% match rate, we'll round that up to 0.69 for obvious reasons. But again, those include the matching with a contact card, and it's clearly just some trying to promote their Snapchat or some bullshit. And actual chats I've had, I think it was like 140, again, out of the 0.69 match rate. No meaningful conversations. I got two numbers, like phone numbers off the app entirely, and no dates whatsoever at all. And so that's over 3 years and 66 days, and like I think it's 120,000. I'll post it next one. I just didn't have it pulled up when I started recording this one. So again, please have the decency to employ me, to respect my constitutional rights, and just release my property to me. Excuse me. Put business through my bar and restaurant. Somebody come out of the woodwork and give me a good offer on my alcohol company, which is still a profoundly good fucking patent. If the FDA, who's not sure bisexual and gay men should be able to donate blood, and that's like just a weird reservation from the 80s. Those people are going to approve stuff. That policy was from the 80s. It's never going to change. There's no fucking functional adults in this society. There aren't. And so, thank you for watching or not. My life is disgusting. I'm 0% sad, 0% mad. I'm trying to collect my property. It is so fucking disgusting to know it is right there. You just have to click a button, and I would have a career and a family. And I'm 30, and I watch people who, again, YouTubers stream for 2 fucking years, and they're profoundly wealthy and famous. And again, wealth to me is 50 grand a year. If I could, again, I would do anything for $35,000 a year of my own income. 50 grand a year is a level of wealth I can't imagine. I can actually functionally do trades on that. And so I will never be able to start a business, a career, a family, access social structures, healthcare, police, law enforcement, court, whatsoever. So thank you for watching Language Litigation Integration Part 179, Casual Conversations 92. I am being fucking tortured by pathetic, illiterate fucking trash that kill children and their entire first-person family, get them the fuck out of society. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.